Okay, in this tutorial we're going to go over the build string node. So to get started, let's go ahead and create a new dialog asset by going to create EasyTalk Dialogue and open that in the node editor. And then we're going to go ahead and create an entry and an exit node. And we're going to create a build string node by holding Alt and going to build string. Now, what the build string node does is it basically allows you to concatenate or combine a bunch of strings together into a single string. And you can use any kind of variable value or output as an input for this string to build it. So, for example, let's go ahead and just say, I have, and we'll go ahead and add another line here. We'll leave this one blank, and then we'll say potatoes. Let's add a space here because there are no automatic characters placed in between lines. So if you want a character, you've got to place it in here yourself. If I create a new int variable, I'm just going to call this potato count and set it to 3. I can feed that into here, and what we should see is I have whatever this variable value is, potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to connect this to my entry, and we don't have a way to display it right now because this doesn't display anything. It just combines everything together into a string. So now what we're going to do is we're going to send this output string, which is the final result, into a string variable. So create a new string variable, and we're going to just call this build output. And then we're going to create a set variable node, send the output, set the variable name to build output, and then connect the output of the build string to the set variable node. Then we're going to create a conversation node, connect that to the build string node, and connect that to the exit. And then here, we're just going to print out the value of our build output variable. So I'm just going to type open parentheses and the @ symbol, and then type build output and the closing parentheses. And I'm going to save this. And now we'll go test it. Go to the game view. For your dialog controller, make sure you set the dialog asset. And then we'll click play. If I click play dialog, it says I have 3 potatoes. So then I could go in here and I could change this to 7, save it, and you'll notice that when we play it again, it should say I have 7 potatoes, like so. So basically, this is a very effective way of building dialogue, which is very dynamic and includes a lot of variables like maybe character names or inventory amounts or things like that. It's a useful node for things like that. So anyway, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.